Since we decided we wanted the movie to take place in space, we also knew that we wanted to be as faithful as possible to reality. So it was a process of extensive research, first through articles, through books. And with that research, we wrote the first draft as close as we could, as tight. But then what happened is we started talking to astronauts, and they would read certain sequences and they'd be like, there's no way that could happen. So we did changes, and obviously at points, it is a fiction, so you need to favor what you need for the story. But so at some point we had to make certain compromises, but as much as we could, we really tried to be faithful to the reality up there. And we're aware of a scenario called the Kessler syndrome, which is a scenario posed by NASA scientist Kessler, which basically says that in outer orbit of space there's so many satellites going around, and things in orbit travel so fast, they go around the Earth once every 90 minutes, that if two of these satellites collided, they would create an explosion, and that explosion would create a chain reaction with the other satellites. And that's when we decided that that would be a great metaphor for the film we wanted to make. It's a film at the end, more than space, is a film about adversities. And this cloud of debris is a nice metaphor for those adversities because it's cyclical. It goes around the Earth in a cyclical pattern. We are very factual, but it's still a fiction. And I think the main fictional thing, which I discovered with talking to astronauts, is that the likelihood of what happens in this film happening is very rare, only because astronauts are incredible in how prepared they are to deal with every situation. They're tracking every single satellite, every single object. They have 40 emergency maneuvers for different situations. So, I really admire astronauts in that sense.